Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorans. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. Yes, IndieCD.org, your one-stop shop for the best of the brightest authors, artists, musicians, and other creatives, all coming to see you wonderful people and revealing their wonderful arts. If you have a project, if you need to hire a photographer or a artist to do custom work for you, you need music for an ad, a flatter for your comic, you don't know where to find these people, check here. And if you're looking for distinctive gifts that you can get from small creators in a meaningful way, go to the Independent Creator Directory. Now, I am not just a spokesman, I am also a member. And if you use this link, as well as special code podcast1, you can get your one-time fee lifetime membership for half off. My collar refuses to depop. That's fine. We're also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts. Manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to sharing the art with others. And our good friends at the Big Stompy Robots Core Rulebook. Yes, Big Stompy Robots is the amazing game that lets you blow up your miniatures at the table, bring your own miniatures, have a wonderful time without complex or expensive rules. Plus, there are novels in the series of gritty, fun, sci-fi goodness all waiting for you. You can find all these on my Amazon store at amazon.com/store/Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert. Hit that. It should bring you to me, and we can get going. Happy Monday, folks. This is a very special Monday. It is the end of the month Monday, so we are going to be blasting towards all things Halloween and spooky. I'm here for it. You're here for it. I need it. I never had my breakfast. Guess I'll do that on a break. My accountability is present, but fairly interesting in that I will be having a lot to do. in that those of you who know I've been cleaning out my storage unit, and it has to be done before the 1st, so I don't get billed $200. That's money. That's Uber money. That's so, because they've raised the rent again, I will be taking myself and Xander for the start of what hopefully is the setup for the last run. We thought we were done, and pull it down. Now, I have some other accountability news that I could get into, but I am going to elect not to because I don't want to hold my monologue long. Trelena, if you are seeing this, I may need to speak with you sometime this week at your convenience. Beyond that, we do have something else rather important. LodgeCon, are you going to show? You are not? That's interesting. There we are. LodgeCon 2024 is next weekend in lovely Peatone, Illinois, at the Will County Fairgrounds. I will be there with 39 other vendors. They've doubled their vendorship for a free to attend, literally free to attend. None of this, oh, it's free, oh, it's not business that other conventions have pulled lately. No, free to attend. $5 if you want to game. Convention. The shopping is going to be and I'm going to tell you right now, I am probably not going to make any money at this convention. Not that I won't be selling things. No. I intend to sell and do custom art and do custom big stompy robots because you know I'm going to. You know this is going to happen, right? Say yes. But my duckies, my beloved friends, will pull it down a bit. I am taking any funds that I get, and I am going to visit the vast quantity of vendors and distribute them to acquire goods. Because this is my celebration of 22 years of marriage, which in my group of friends, not that impressive since some of you are clocking near 50, but in the general public, that's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good run so far. So I am excited about that. After that, the convention prep, which was basically my major project this weekend, I will be meeting with the other stuff that I'll tell you about at the end of the show if I bother. But, my beloveds, it's Saturday and Sunday. That's right. 2-day for you, 3-day for me because we get to set up Friday afternoon. I get to have a lovely time in Bourbonnais, Illinois. So what we'll do is we'll set up as quick as possible and then try to sell to the vendors because that's what we do. And then, dear friends, beloveds, then I get to game maybe. Maybe I'll actually get to game a bit. Have fun, do a little hotel stuff. I have a house sitter who will be heavily armed, so I am not concerned. And no, I am not joking. I also will then be coming back, and it will be my goal to deep dive and wrap up so that I can publish something mid-November, not sure which of my projects, to get ahead of the big NaNoWriMo BS. I mean, book sales, of course. That's the other thing it could stand for. But as much as I want to go into more things, and some of it is important, maybe not so much for this show, more for the other show, but too, I will be giving more stage room to the comments today because many of you had the privilege of going to HalloCon in Dalton, Georgia. If it seems like my envy is palpable, it's because my envy is palpable. I am going to suffer. And with that, I'm going to turn the show over to Joe's ad, talk about the wonder and glory that is the Independent Creator Directory, whom, yes, I am plugging, promoting, and trying to get you some more sales, Joe. There may be one coming down the pipe that, please, and I mean it literally, bill me for. I want to help a friend. You know how it is. But help them with what? Let's find out. All righty, friends. Now, I know that there's a lot to talk about, but I want you guys to have fun, and I want to hear about what's going on with you. So we're going to talk about the chat because I'm interesting. You know I'm interesting. But the chat, chef's kiss. I have the finest chat on the internet, and I will die on this hill. But trust me, if I go down, I'm taking a great many with me. Let's hit it. First through the door is Bladed Thesis. Good morning. Good morning, Bladed Thesis. How are you doing? Thesis has wonderful, usually every other Saturday programming for those of you of a Chinese cultural interest and especially leaning into the gin. Please follow him. And good morning, Josh Kemp. How are you, sir? Just got ID renewal and waiting on meds. Rock on. Morning. Greetings, people of Earth. Greetings, cryptid heroes. How goes your project? Ciao, Venus. Hello, Foxy. I was speaking to your namesake about trying to get them set up on indiecd.org. I am very pleased. And hello, Foxy. We got greetings, and there will be no Grattan draws tonight because I have work. Well, I'm sorry. You know what? As sad as that is, if the burning is whatever crew is available, maybe they can have an extended show. I can't guarantee if I will be back this evening because, like I said, I am going up to move monstrously heavy things, hopefully one last time. One more day. Yes, Angry Peter Parker reference for the win. Fair warning, I'm sleep deprived and maybe more odd than usual. Oh, hit me with that. I need that this week for my reasons. Angie is making blueberry pancakes. I am envious. Nice, Foxy. Pancakes sound awesome, but not enough to make. Accountability. Got a new puppy? I demand images. We need puppy pictures. Whom is trying to eat my mouse? Silly knucklehead. Good puppy. They must be ravenous. A good morning, dawn. Here comes the dawn. Shooby-dooby. Here comes the dawn. Dawn is, of course, the proprietress behind. Where are we? Here we go. Dawn's Fashionable Felines. Dawn's Fashionable Felines are highlighted in the stories of her cat's mischief, Georgette and Buddy, on Facebook. She'll throw the link in the chat at some point, and I will inflict you with it because that's how we roll. They see me rolling. 1 second, comment, dump. Okay, I'm doing okay. So sleepy, but what a weekend. Yes, please. Produce. Begin to expound, and if not, tonight at The Weekend Was Fun is Love, you guys can rub the joy and pleasure you had at my absence. Hi, Dawn. Glad you had fun. Hey, Josh, Grant, Dawn. Saw pics of the puppers. I squeed. We didn't intend to adopt so soon, but it happened. Yes. Was it impulsive? Yes. Was it soon after we lost Hooli? Yes. Am I glad that she sent him to us? Absolutely. It happens. And Chris Walker, who joins us. By the way, I don't remember if I said hey Foxy Lady, but hey Foxy Lady. Hi. Good morning, everyone from Dalton, Georgia. HoloCon was an enjoyable experience, and I'm thankful for all who showed up and made it such a great time. I'm glad you guys had fun. I'm so glad. You guys have worked so hard, and everybody's been building up for this. I am so very pleased that it is able to be what you hoped it was, and hopefully far more. He's a very happy, friendly sort. Hey, Chris, the distribution system works for dogs, too. Yes, it does. Who is now chewing on a plastic bottle? My parents' dog loves plastic bottles. Okay, time for food. The attention span. And yet, no burnt behind the code either. Really? We've decided his name is Inigo. Be safe while lifting heavy stuffs. Yeah. We'll see. And my babies. I'm sure he holds still. We'll get more pictures. I'm having a problem with Facebook actually showing me my friend's stuff. It just gives me bombardments for more and more groups. But Facebook.com/Georgette and Buddy. Yep. Please go there. They're great little stories. And we're about time for a nice chat. Apparently, all you HoloCon goers are either still traveling or sleeping in. But you went to a convention, and if there's one thing I know, it's that conventions are a blast.
Which is worse, parental interference in your job or a person with a weapon when they shouldn't have one? Working security can be boring, but some conventions are a blast. Find this and all of Donna Carlene's books at lulu.com or look for her on indycd.org.
Let's see. Joey, Trey, Carl, and Donna are homebound. May they have a smooth and calm trip. They are very, very missed. Rich and fam are getting packed up. Thank you for the update, Dawn. No, you can't eat my keyboard either, Fuzzy. Pest? Well, yes. There are things going on that prevent young fluffball Inigo from eating things that are important, but that's okay. Now, while we wait for more people to rattle in, because I knew most of my audience would be tangled up today in going places and recovery. Let me run that. Just a sec, guys. Hi, guys. All right. And Foxy continues with, at least he doesn't play keep away when he snags something he shouldn't have. We have a lot going on. Halloween is coming up. I do want to remind you guys some basic Halloween safety tips, because I think my art show will be the last one before Halloween. Yes, I have an art show the 30th, which will be Wednesday's program. And then Fridays is the first, which may or may not happen due to the fact that we will be prepping for LodgeCon, which is okay. Let the whole world have its fun, and then I'll go do my work. Rock on. I tell people a lot of things. One thing I tell you guys, I'm sorry, Halloween stuff first. Brain, little slanted. There's reasons for it. Halloween is coming up. Please don't do anything extra stupid you wouldn't do on a normal day. Do not summon anything unless, well, you should summon anything anyway. I know. A few of my more accomplished individuals will message me saying, Nick, that's not fair. No, just please. I know the veil is thin on Halloween. I wrote the book, Through the Thinning Veil, 7 Great Stories to Chill Your Bones. You should read it. Some of them are based on real life. But all that aside, don't summon things on Halloween. Don't do stupid stuff in graveyards. Don't go anywhere that allegedly people die on Halloween. Okay? Just don't. Have fun. Watch spooky movies. If you want a haunted house, go to a corporate or, preferably a charity haunted house where the firemen or whoever spook you. Have a good time. Do not break and enter. Do not vandalize anything. Come on. Get candy. Give out candy if you have the opportunity. We don't, and it wounds me to my soul. But have fun. Bela Lugosi movies exist expressly for Halloween. Our Mistress of the Dark, Elvira, lives for Halloween. We need to have some fun. So be sure to do it. Ask yourself, what would Lydia do? And let's see, we've got a few more comments, so let's check them out. Hello, Dawn. I did not think you'd be here for today. And she made a doggone feast for breakfast. I got mine on the ad. Too sleepy still for food. That happens. Sadly, there will always be a contingent of stupid people who don't believe in the supernatural, who do something remarkably stupid. Yes. For fun. Yes. And the thing is, I never do anything for just one reason, my friends. That's how I try to keep myself out of trouble. My goal is always very simple. To put good in the world, and achieve the Xanatos Gambit. These are the two things I am always aiming for. It's not complex, but it is interesting. Oh, I am so sorry. That didn't pop back up. I had to take something down for an ad and it never went back up. And I don't want... There we go. That's better. It's a glitch thing that's been going on. So, BKM. Hopefully you guys got to see him at HaloCon. I almost said LodgeCon because my brain is usually future oriented when I'm trying to get things done. I cannot believe the wonders he does, and I am so proud to see him back doing clever title pending and putting out things. And I think he's prepping for a book show that's coming down the pipe. It is wonderful. I am looking forward to it. And they can enjoy their curses. Come on, folks. Single digits in the light. Now, Chris, in their defense, literally a large number of my regulars aren't here. And Johnny says, St. Michael goes swoosh! Abso-fraggin-lutely. If you're going to be stupid, you have to feel pain. And Fafo and Michael sound close enough alike in my ear that it's a good thing to remember. Because by the great decree of Fafo, he who messeth around findeth out. And that is the YouTube sanitized version. We are hoping that we'll be able to have more of that for the people who need it. And back to the plastic bottle. Thank you for the puppy update, Foxy. We are going to be doing a lot this week. I have a lot of art. I have a lot of work, a lot of projects. I'm hoping to find some awesomeness rattling around. I'll be honest, I'm a little sore, and I'm going to get more sore because I have to go dramatically against doctor orders in the next time. So I may actually be calling today's episode short. So heads up time. I told you guys I would wait till... Yeah, Johnny is pure awesome, and I love Johnny. Friday, I had a bit of accountability in a very, very real too. I do love you, Johnny. You're one of my favorite people on this planet. I went to the doctor and I had to ask a few tough questions. And I got some answers that I've been fighting. I have been given a list of a few new diagnoses, including rather severe arthritis of the spine. They found a bunch of bone spurs in my spine. The rather rapidly onsetting degenerative disc disease, and that is coupling with my pre-existing nerve damage to be, shall we say, problematic. It means I will have to be very careful. I'll probably be tweaking some of my commercials that come through to allow for me to have a little more opportunity to get up and stretch before between lengths. I have lost about 100 pounds, so I am roughly halfway through my preferred my preferred weight. It's not enough, but we're getting there. Uh, and I'm going to be engaging in some new and exciting physical therapy after this convention. I will be making the arrangements. After LodgeCon, I will also probably be fit for some really fun levels of back bracing. The doctor flat out told me to avoid lifting, twisting, and high impact activities, and gave me a list. The list includes most of the things I enjoy in life. So I will be making some adaptive changes, and I may be having to activate a few contingencies due to possible inability to do some of the physical stuff I used to do. It is still very much up in the air about the level of which and what I'll be able to do. Because let's put it this way. Anybody who's had X-rays know the most sadistic person on the planet, at least it feels that way, is an X-ray tech. The individual who is laying you down and taking your pictures. Because it is always an uncomfortable to hideously painful process. I've had many X-rays with many broken things over the years. This time something happened that has never happened in all my years of getting X-rays, and it really profoundly bothered me. I had a very fast, very pushy, very let's get it done, because they didn't expect to have this many X-rays in the morning tech. And they shuffled me through the first couple and tried to get me to do some things, realizing as they were trying that my body doesn't do that. And then they came back. Now, X-ray techs can't tell you if they see anything. They just can't. But when she came back, the next words out of her mouth were, "Okay, it's okay. No need to hurry. We're going to have you gently lay here. We're going to take this set of X-rays. And I'm very sorry. I need you to do this. I'm very sorry. I need you to do that." Suddenly, she went from, let's, kick the tires and light the fires. And the woman had me literally running to keep up with her to get to the X-ray part, to take your time, go easy, don't exert yourself. I've never had an X-ray tech be gentle with me before. So, those of you who know there are two things you don't want. You never want to be at the hospital and be important, rushed in line, have all the nurses' attention, be really doted on. This is a bad thing. And you never want to be in a condition where the X-ray tech is nice to you. So, my doctor's appointment got moved up to about a month. My next one, several of my meds are being ramped up to be doubled, and we'll have to see about a few things. Now, 20 years ago, actually about 20, about almost exactly 20 years ago, I got told by a doctor that I probably would have a condition, and I needed to start prepping my house as early as 6 months for a wheelchair, to which I politely threw the middle finger up and said, or not. And there was certain surgeries that were put off in lieu of 2 years of intense physical therapy. That stuff is catching up with me. Inigo fell asleep halfway under his bed. Oh, that's cute. So I have been blessed for a long time to do a lot of things that no one thought I would be able to do. And several rather powerful forces went to great lengths to prevent me from doing, including, teaching people to sword fight. Now I'm at a point where, and very rapidly, I don't know if I can pull another impossible out. I might. It's kind of spooky. And I knew about this Friday, because my doctor's appointment told you guys I was going to it. And I didn't tell anybody or discuss it on the Historical Fencing Guild, and went about my stuff fairly normal, because I knew a bunch of you were going to Halicon, and I didn't want to risk putting a negative or a bummer on it. This may mean a change in some of my formatting, in that the longer shows, if I don't get a certain amount of physical up out of the chair break, the pain level may be too high. It's been getting that way for a while. I realized I may have appeared rather grumpy. And I apologize for that, if I was excessively grumpy of late on my streams. But I'm going to be, I should be better. I have some new meds. A few of them are you can either drive or you can not be in X amount of pain variety. We'll see. I'm still avoiding, as much as possible, standard painkillers, and certainly anything addictive, because of my family history, which means I have to turn down measures of relief that they want to give me. And it means I have to be careful. But maybe intense. Yeah, thank you. I didn't come off as grumpy. Maybe intense. Yeah. What happens is masking pain, which I'm very good at, because certain points in my youth, if anyone saw that you were hurting, that was an invitation for them to hurt you far, far worse. Does tend to remove my tolerances for certain things. And with the anxieties of current events, it's hit quite a bit. So, like I said, I apologize if my content's been a little crunchy. But I'm addressing it, and since I usually follow doctor's orders, and I am, with the exception of today, because I need to get that done so I can, I'm hoping to be in better shape functionally and, appearance-wise. I would like to be down to my goal weight by August of 2025, for reasons of my own, or maybe July. We'll say summer. By summer of 2025, I would like, if I can keep close, to be at a much better weight. We'll just see. I am sorry if there have been some times this weekend I wasn't quite as quick to answer my messages as I usually am for some of you, and I apologize if that trend continues. My evenings may get a little funky while I adapt to the med changes. But if you think it's going to stop me or keep me from doing things somehow, you're very wrong. I'm far too stubborn for such things. I just have to be careful, and I have to do things properly. I may be doing a lot more Spanish in my fighting and being even more patient. We'll see. And yes, they want me to stop, pointedly. But there is something about wanting in one hand. Now, the question goes, when you are faced with something that changes your setup again, if you have the means to prepare for it, you do, which I do. It's why my house is I'm getting the last of my things, and that way we can start saving up for some very specialized renovations that are coming down the pipe, because they can't figure out how I am functioning, which is always a fun thing to have the doctor. And as a gift to you, Johnny, and the folks who put up with this, the people who came here, I will give this. In a real conversation with my doctor, whom I love, she's technically a nurse practitioner, whatever, I will follow her to the end of the earth if she moves around, because she's the best medical care I've ever had. She looked at me and she said, I'm very familiar with, that's where I started Tai Chi, was David Dorian Ross's chair Tai Chi. I'm serious. When I seriously started, it was last time they were trying to put me in a wheelchair. I will have to get them again because, yay, the fires that destroyed my possessions. But thank you for the suggestion. It's a good suggestion, Thesis. For you guys, I was speaking to my doctor, and I had told her about the way my thumb broke and a few other things over the years. And she knows about the fact that I am skeletally misshapen. We'll put it that way. Without going into precise details. I am bent in places I shouldn't be, things like that. She said, Nick, in 3,000 years, when an archaeologist digs you up, they're going to think that you were some kind of different species. And then she laughed. And I laughed too because it was funny. But my doctor, the woman who has quite literally saved my life on a few occasions, and through her medical suggestions has made life much better for me, of her own volition with no prompting, called me a cryptid. There you go, Johnny. Think you'll enjoy that one. I know I usually go for an hour, but I do need to hit the road a bit early because the sooner I get it done, the sooner I get there, the sooner I get it done. And honestly, between all the driving that I have to do and what I'm doing right now, I need to get up and do some very careful stretching. So what I'm going to do is say this, guys. I'm going to run some ads, and we're going to wrap up just a little bit early. Give me a minute. I'm going to have to chain them.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have held over 500 100 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphellion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Welcome, friends. I'm Lloyd Thesis, and this is my tea house. Come join me every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADEDTH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yes. Please support those wonderful people. Please keep writing, drawing, and creating, because if you edit it, because you can edit it, you can fix it, but you can't edit a blank page. Guys, I love you, and you should too. And I will be back Wednesday. Hopefully in a little less, because I will have had some time to recover from everything I've done. Thank you for the support in the chat. As it's directed to me, I'm not going to bring it up. I hope that someone somehow gets a way to voice all the fun that you guys had publicly on at RegionCon, because not RegionCon, called at HalloCon. I'm sorry, I've been in convention work background, and since RegionCon got canceled, it's floating in the back of my brain. But at HalloCon, because there's no greater ad. And I want to remind you briefly, again, if you'll forgive me a little bit of self-promotion / self-service, that Manda, Xander, and I will all be at LodgeCon 2024 in lovely Peatone, Illinois, where we will be gaming, and I'll be doing on-site art. I should have some brand new prints, many of them from the thumbnails that I have given you. So with that, guys, all I can say is toodles. I'll see you Wednesday.